rose up out of my stomach and it wrapped around my spine and yanked me down, straight through my bed. Before I tell you what happened, you need to know one thing. I'm retired military. I've never done drugs, not even once. And when I was 9, my sister tried to get me to smoke a cigarette. I coughed so hard I threw it away and said, "Smoking is stupid." So, when the churches told me these experiences were dreams or drug hallucinations, I've read through the Bible many times. I majored in psychology. I knew better. I've heard it all. That wasn't God. You were dreaming. Have you ever done drugs? Paul calls them natural men, people who don't understand the supernatural world of God. They are stuck in classical physics. That's why God always gave me the experience first that led me to the Bible later, sometimes years later. Just like my 5 minutes in heaven. The gates of pearl, people in white robes, the crystalline city, and the tree of life. For years, I didn't understand any of it until one day Christ put his hand on me and said, "You have been lied to by the world." And that's when I finally opened the Bible for the first time. That brings me to the question that changed everything. Were my out of body experiences actually from God? I didn't want to be deceived, so I prayed, "Lord, if this is of your plan, let me have an out of body experience by your hand tonight." That's when I had my Morpheus moment, and it began. The veil of classical physics was about to be ripped open. The first night, nothing happened. Not even a dream, just darkness. But the next night, I woke up at 1 a.m. The basement was light, just barely lighted, very dim. And something was in my room with me. I could sense it. That's when I saw it, the translucent silver cord rising up the left side of my stomach like a tentacle. It slid down, wrapped around my base 3 times, and yanked me down through my bed, straight down. I flew down backwards through the cement floor, through dirt, through massive boulders. They were flying past over my right shoulder like they were made of warm water. Just, it's like I was being pulled backward through warm water. I was screaming until suddenly I popped out of the other side of the earth. Sunlight, heat, yellow grass, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Apparently, I was hovering 20 feet above the plains of the Serengeti. And below me, a herd of Thompson's gazelles. They all stopped eating. They slowly looked up at me, and then when they saw me, they were terrified and they bolted in every direction. And then, just like that, pulled back down to Boise, Idaho. Still dark, and I was still in the spirit. I was circling and circling a stained glass lamp, praising God, the God of Abraham, and encouraging the churches at the top of my lungs. But they remained dim. When it was over, I grabbed my Bible and searched for the term silver cord. And then God gave me the answer. Ecclesiastes 12:6. Remember Adonai, God of Abraham, for the silver cord is severed. That's the same silver cord that pulled my spirit up to heaven in a rapture experience. That's exactly what I felt. And there's more. The silver cord isn't one cord. It's 3 cords woven together as one. It's God's supernatural bailiff. It's his judgment omnibus, strong enough to pull a soul through anything, up to heaven, on down to the opposite side of the planet, and even to hell itself. If you want me to reveal how the silver cord works, why it passes through matter, and what keeps the soul attached to the body, hit like, subscribe, and DM me your specific questions. I only share deeper intel with the people who actually ask. And in the next episode, I'll tell you about the man who was yanked down to hell and back up to his dying body 4 times. The silver cord was playing mouse with his soul. And if you've never heard my full story, from atheism to heaven to 3.5 minutes in hell with a rich man in hell, Just search My 5 Minutes in Heaven by Mark McGill.